What's up guys, welcome back to a brand new video on the goddamn internet. And today we are going to be roasting, get this, Five Finger Death Punch. But nah, seriously guys, today we're going to be doing something quite different. Because I mean, obviously the last few videos on my channel, or the first few videos on my channel, because this is still fairly new, they've all been serious videos, giving, young metalheads advice, talking about bands that everyone already knows about, um, that kind of thing. And I can't actually remember what videos I've made so far. Fucking hell. But yeah, they've all been serious, and this is the first time I'm actually gonna. Because you see, one thing that I've always spotted about the metal YouTubers is all their videos are incredibly serious, and like there's little to no like, I guess, like memeage going along. There's no banter, you know what I mean? So it's like, apart from you get the occasional thing where like Count Blaggeroth, takes the piss out of the big YouTubers that go, oh, can we smash 10,000 likes and that shit. But I mean, other than that, you don't really get much satire in the metal YouTube community, which is quite a shame. I mean, again, there probably are some metal YouTubers to cross over into commentary channels, but I just haven't seen them yet. So if you know any of them, link them down below. I'll read them. I read all the comments, by the way, because I get none, and I've got time to read them. But without further ado, guys, let's get right into it. Like, for real, like not even Pantera can be this obnoxiously, I guess, redneck. But then again, Pantera are these guys' biggest influence, and one thing that really does bug me about them is that they try and do the whole Pantera groove thing, and Ivan Moody's got this tough guy demeanor, and they are obviously trying to take what Pantera were doing with the whole tough guy thing and make it and sort of up the ante a bit, which on paper sounds good because you've got an unfuckwithable metal band that all the gym douches such as myself would listen to, and it would do well. Reality is, it backfired a lot. Yeah, because their fans are almost as obnoxious as the music itself. I mean, just go to any Five Finger show, and they'll be full. Like, I guarantee you, you're gonna have to spot the guy not wearing a tank top, spot the guy that's not wearing a snapback, and spot the guy that hasn't got tattoos. That's how obnoxious their fan base are. I mean, having said that, I do have a few Five Finger fans that I'm friends with. Obviously, not many, but the ones that do are safe. So I'm not saying all Five Finger fans are dickheads. That's just a joke. But for the most part, they are quite obnoxious and quite cringy. But I'm not going to give them shit for the fan base. Let's get into the music. Alright, so another thing which I like to take a piss out of about Five Finger, and not just Five Finger, but also a lot of other I've started calling them Monster Energy Core bands. That Monster Energy Core is an umbrella term for groove metal, nu metal, and metalcore. Now, obviously, I do like a lot of these bands. I absolutely love, namely Slipknot, Korn, Dope. I just think of some others. Yeah, Killswitch Engage, All That Remains, Hatebreed. Obviously Pantera, Lamb of God. All these bands, but still there are some within this genre which are unbelievably cringy. For example, Five Finger, Asking Alexandria, Black Veil Brides, the rest of them. And I'm sure there are other like American nu metal, groove metal bands which are cringy, but I can't be asked to look at them. So the music, it's very much a dumbed down version of Pantera, which is the main thing which I'm gonna rip on them for. And I mean, obviously, like Zoltan Bathory and Jason Hook are decent. They're decent guitar players. They can write good, memorable riffs, but they're fairly simple. And another problem that I have with them is that Ivan Moody, he's essentially a B-Tech Phil Anselmo. I mean, just look at them. Just look at them side by side. You've got you've got they both have little to no hair. They both try and act. They both act overly aggressive on stage, and they're both fairly right wing to a certain degree. Now, the right wingness, I doubt a problem. In fact, the only thing which I absolutely love Five Finger for is the agenda they push. They're raising awareness of homeless veterans, and they're raising awareness of problems which are facing the Western world that the left-wing governments aren't doing shit about. So that is one thing I commend them for. But I'm not saying bad things about them. I'm just comparing the frontmen. And so yeah, they've got little to no hair. They both have aggressive voices. They both use clean vocals, and just in general, they both like. I mean, it's obvious that Ivan Moody is trying to copy Phil Anselmo because he just is, and as I said before, he's a B-Tech Phil Anselmo, and there's another thing which I've seen is that Five Finger, they tend to rely on melodic hooks. Now, if a band has to rely on melodic vocals to get their music across, then they're quite terrible. To be fair, even though I listen to a lot of Killswitch Engage, but if Howard didn't have good cleans, they would still stand as a good band, whereas Five Finger wouldn't. They would just be a Pantera rip-off, more so than they already are. And something else which I'm going to say about them is that they kind of rely on guest spots from famous vocalists. Yep, you heard me. That song with this song with Rob Halford in it. They did a song with Max Cavalera. They rely on these famous names in metal to get metalheads to listen to their music. Because if you look at the average Five Finger fan, they're more or less just standard, wanna be tough, music fans. I mean, they played at Reading Festival for fuck's sake. Like, how is that? How can you not roast them for that? Like, that's the lowest of the low. Playing a mainstream festival, and the crowd, oh my god, they look so bored because they were waiting for Eminem to go on. I mean, just look at this clip from their set. Could the crowd be any more dead? But yeah, let's think of some other problems that I have with Five Finger Death Punch. Oh yeah, they're one of those like a thing which I do need to say about them, which is one of the main points of the video, is it's metal with a pop delivery. When I say a pop delivery, I mean the clean vocal hooks, and also the fact that the reason why they're as big as they are is because they're corporately managed. Yeah, if you heard me, they're corporately managed. I mean, you could say, what band isn't corporately managed? Metallica are corporately managed. Slayer are, all these bands, but Five Finger take it to a completely different level. They try to be as generic as possible because that's what people want. And even though I'm sure there is a side to them that wants to be real musicians. I mean, Ivan Moody writes lyrics about real things like homeless veterans and addiction and shit. So yeah, for that I obviously commend them. But the delivery of the music, I just think it's so generic. What else about them? What else about them sucks? Oh yeah, the biggest, it's probably the biggest one yet, and one of the biggest reasons to laugh at them is they're massive drama queens. They do like this. They have so many publicity stunts to a point where you can't even take it seriously anymore. Because there's you know, Ivan quit the band once to go to rehab, and you know, the guy from All That Remains filled in for him, and he quit the band again. No, wait. He joined and then quit the band again, having these massive like outbursts on stage and everything. And the other band members even, you know, took to Twitter to say stuff about him, calling him a toxic piece of shit or whatever. And like for real, like this is BG Media level pissiness, and it's just funny. It really is. And he's back in the band now after his 2 months in rehab, a massive 2 months in rehab. Like, fam, you've been addicted to drugs your entire life. 2 months in rehab, that's going to get you off it immediately. You're not going to relapse at all, ever. You know what I mean? But yeah, so it's only a matter of time before he quits again. And the band members say, "Oh, it wasn't the publicity stunt. It wasn't the publicity stunt. It was. You know, get over it. Your music is too boring to stand on its own. You want to obviously start up drama to get more people into your band, which is not going to happen because the mainstream metal outlets, especially Metal Sucks, are going to write bad articles about you because of your right wing views. Are you stupid, blood?" Anyway, that pretty much ends today's video. I mean, this was kind of like, I mean, part of this video was like, it was kind of, some of it was obviously jokes, like calling him a B-Tech Pantera and whatnot. I mean, they're shit jokes, but at the end of the day, when you have a YouTube channel, you've obviously got to have fun. You've got to obviously do things like that, because if you make serious videos all the time, like, your channel's going to obviously, you know, stagnate. And then part of it was serious, like for example the whole fake Ivan Moody departures. That's obviously, you know, that's obviously cringy, and their demeanor as well is cringy. And all in all, I just wanted to call them out just because it's just funny. Not only are things they do funny and good to laugh at, but also the way their fans are going to react to this video will be even funnier. So yeah, this is my first kind of, I guess, like, memulous, leafy kind of cyberbullying video. And, you know, comment below more bands and I will bully them. See you later.